Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we're back with some more Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Last time we came into this place called Punabi and basically we cleared it out and we found some stuff, some books. I could have sworn there was another book here that I wasn't able to find, but anyways, we've already read Fae Falcon 1, so let's go ahead and grab the First Hold Revolt. You have gained knowledge from this book. Your mysticism skill has increased to 41. Well, that's cool. Maybe we'll be able to go ahead and read that book at some point. So let's go ahead and grab that. We're pretty sure we've cleared out this dungeon, so I guess it's time for us to depart and depart this dungeon, head on back, and continue our journey towards where were we headed? It was Sadrith Mora, if I recall correctly. So yeah, we'll get out of this dungeon. We'll go ahead and put a nice marker down. Just so that we know that we've left some books in here that we'll have to come back to. What I might do is maybe in one video, off screen, just come back to these locations and when I'm not so over encumbered and drop some things off. See, that's part of the reason I'm over encumbered. Oh, hi. Okay, you're friendly. All right.
Yes, Outlander.
Hey, we're good. We're good. You just keep hanging out. I've taken out all the hostile people. You don't have to worry about anything anymore in here. All right, so let's head on out. So yeah, that's when I'm playing on my own, I do deal with encumbrance a little bit, but for the most part, it's not something that I really struggle with because I think part of the thing is, as naturally as I'm trying to play, I'm trying to just be natural. I do find that there is a little bit of I'm playing for you guys, so there is a little bit of, oh, holy crap, they're coming out. Blast everything. There is a little bit of a, how do I want to put this? There is a bit of, we'll say editing. No, maybe not. Editing's not the word I want to use. It's a little bit. What do I want to cast here? Drain fatigue, no. Shardbolt ring, sure, why not? Stupid things. You know what? I should just break out my weapons and just stab these things with, swords and stuff. Not editing in the sense of, video editing, but editing in the sense of, I went and stole. I really wanted Last Wish, didn't I? Let's go ahead and use Last Wish. Not necessarily, like I said, in the sense of video editing, but editing in the sense of I'm editing myself and how I play. Because, admittedly, we'll say how I normally play would involve, a lot of running back and forth, running back to town, stuff like that. And I like to feel like I'm always sort of moving forward. Maybe not always making progress, because progress is very subjective, especially in a game as open as Morrowind. So, like, for instance, I've spoke about it a little bit before about how people tend to get really focused on gotta complete quests, and that's sort of like the main thing they use to. Oh, actually, I should have marked this on my map. Books left behind, and there's also cool robe. There we go. Because I also left an expensive robe in there. There we go. Now we have another dungeon here. Now I really don't have any more room in my inventory. Sulipund. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's see. If I don't leave a note, I'll know that I haven't gone in there. So we'll just leave that one blank. But yeah, a lot of people tend to be focused about quests, when, to me, I think the main appeal to a game like this is actually just creating your own quests, going on your own journey, doing what you want to do, and that's kind of how I play. But at the same time, I understand that people like to have a little bit of a sense of forward motion, at least. So I don't want to, we'll say, bog myself down too much with, oh yeah, I gotta equip the arrows. My bad. I don't want to bog myself down too much. That's right, my archery sucks. Oh, wow. I actually hit. Oh, right, my marksman. Sweet. it's not absolutely terrible. Yeah, I've got to work on I got to work on my marksman skill. Because it's terrible. And I believe it is one of my, yeah, it is one of my minor skills. So, you know, this is a way for us to level up as well. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I don't think you can cancel arrows in Morrowind. But yeah, anyways, so, you know, I want to feel like there's some sense of forward motion. Like we're making progress. We're getting somewhere. We're at least at the very least exploring somewhere new. And that's my objective here. Is to at least make a little bit of progress. So, you know, stopping and going to every dungeon, it's not going to work, or stopping whenever I get over encumbered and running back to a place where I can sort of drop stuff off. You know, that's not always what I want, I guess, feasible. It's not always, we'll say, the best viewing option. So, you know, I go ahead and I have to make, we'll say, little choices like that, like, so that we're not bogging things down too much. Because we've seen it in some previous videos where I tend to, I can get very hung up on doing something a certain way, or just bashing my head against an obstacle, and that tends to be just how I play. And you know, I understand that doesn't always make for good viewing, so that's why I try to mix things up. I try to keep moving forward, and that's oh, darn it, in a way that's kind of why I become you know, over encumbered a lot, is because sweet, alchemy increased to 19. Chit and arrow 20. Wait, what? Chit and arrow 21. One arrow. Oh, there we go. Holy crap, more cliff racers. I don't know why I'm surprised. You know, I should have remembered this from my time with the game before. Oh well, it'll give me a chance to, you know, not killing things super quick will give me a chance to build up my armor a little bit, because they're going to be hitting me. I've got plenty of healing. They don't do enough damage to really sort of take me down a lot. And besides, I'll be getting rid of some of my weight, right, with getting rid of some of these arrows. But yeah, so that's sort of, we'll say, my mindset behind things, and that's why I'm a little bit more encumbered and maybe not we'll say, best at weight management, is because I'm, like I said, I'm editing things a little bit. Ah, he saw me. Darn it. All right, well, let's try to. Oh, there's a cliff racer above me too, isn't there? I heard it. I love that you can hear shuffling. The cliff racers make a shuffling sound. Oh, do we have a second one? I'm being hit from. Oh, I thought I took him. Oh, I staggered him. I didn't quite take him out. It looked like his health was gone, but it's not quite. Okay, that's cool. Go ahead, guys. Just keep beating on me. I need some armor ups. This is great. Now, you know, I've been doing something. Actually, you know what? I was gonna talk about something. You know, I was gonna talk about. Oh crap! I'm out of arrows. We'll just use the silver darts. Just keep throwing things. All right, now that I'm out, now I guess we'll switch to just a glass dagger, and we'll. I'm actually planning a video that's gonna probably talk about this a little bit more in a little bit more detail, but I want to talk about maybe like the combat system in Morrowind. You know, I kind of like it, and you know what? I know a lot of people like to complain about it, and I'm gonna go ahead and attribute. We'll say I'm not gonna say that they're wrong. You know, I understand that people come from different backgrounds and they like different things. Sweet, athletics went up, and you know, it's not everyone's gonna have the same preferences. So what I'm going to be saying is not meant to try to win anyone over. It's just meant to maybe help others understand why I like the game as it is. See, I was and I believe I've mentioned this at some point during my my Elder Scrolls playthrough itself, you know, through Arena or Daggerfall. I had mentioned that I do play, or I did play. I haven't played it in a while, which makes me very sad. But you know, tabletop RPGs. I've played, you know, roll the d20. You know, your strike rolls and stuff like that. A lot of, you know, hanging out with friends, using your imagination. You know, crafting adventures and stuff like that. You know, I've done a lot of that in the past, and that to me was always the best, we'll say, RPG experience was the tabletop experience. And so to me, playing is that yeah, I was gonna say that's Mirandus is over on the other side. Here comes the Cliff Racer. To me, you know, I've basically, for me, RPGs have been, you know, I've played them as video games before I played them as a tabletop game, but even then, maybe it's because I grew up, we'll say, with older RPGs, you know, where things were not as, we'll say, how do I say, visually represented. So, you know, for me, RPGs are a genre that was completely, we'll say, dominated by imagination. You know, I was always using my imagination to for everything. You know, I'm swinging my sword at the enemy. Okay, I'm imagining that I'm doing that. You know, when you're playing a tabletop game, there are no graphics really. It's all playing in your head, right? And to me, Morrowind, you know, looking like I'm hitting and missing, it really does not bother me. To me, I see that, you know, in my head, it plays out like, oh, I swung my sword, and you know, the thing might have maybe flown off to the side, or, you know, I swung forward, but it flapped its wings at just the right moment and it backed off. Stuff like that. Like, in my head, you know, my imagination fills in the blanks. And to me, this kind of hit-miss system I like, because to me it feels more dynamic and realistic. The fact that, you know, I can swing a sword and you know, missing, you know, it's more when you miss more, you know, you can have higher damage values, because when you do hit, they really connect. And you know, later on in the Elder Scrolls, you know, it was in Oblivion, they got rid of those dice rolls, those sort of behind the scenes dice rolls, in favor of, you know, you hitting every time, but your damage varied. And that's kind of cool, but at the same time, what it does is it kind of stifles my imagination a little bit. You know, previously in my imagination, I could imagine, you know, things dodging and moving, you know, out of the way, and or me just missing, you know, especially a low-level character just being really terrible with a weapon. You know, I could fill in those blanks with my imagination, but actually hitting the opponent and doing minimal damage every single time, I'm like, where are the dodges? And all of a sudden, to me, to my perception, the combat basically has transformed from, you know, a system of dodging and weaving and, you know, we'll say, you know, misses and stuff like that, and with, you know, with hits actually connecting and doing a lot of damage, to more of a system where it's two people just standing in front of each other and bashing back and forth, trying to do as much damage as possible. Sure, I can move, but the enemies aren't. They don't circle strafe or anything like that. So, in a way, I feel like because, you know, my imagination is sort of engaged. To me, the combat in Morrowind feels more intense. It feels more exciting and real than the combat in the later games. From a mechanical standpoint, I like the other games, but strangely enough, from an immersion standpoint, I find the combat in Morrowind more rewarding. And I know for a lot of people that's very different, because they see the sword where the sword should hit, and it misses, and that just throws them for a loop. They're just going, what the heck, you know? And I get that. Like I said, I'm not trying to change anyone's mind, but I'm trying to explain why I like what I like. I think it's well, maybe that's just me. I like understanding why people like different things, even if I don't like the same thing as them. You know, it's if you can understand why they like something, you know, it's a lot, we'll say, easier to understand, we'll say, differing opinions. You know, I understand a lot of why people like other Elder Scrolls games, you know, more than I do. You know, in the most part, you know, it's You know, it's just because they have different priorities in what they like out of their game. They value different things from their experience than I do. So that's cool, and that's something I like to explore. Let's just eat it. I see all these ingredients, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just eat them. I'm keeping a few of them, but all right, come on. I'm not even gonna bother sneaking. Just come on down. Let's do this. I'm tired of sneaking around. It's time to work on my combat skills a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think my, actually, heck, what is my, short blade at? Short blade is at, 58. It's actually not even, necessarily that high. But our speed is up to 77. So that's also a contributing factor because the defining attribute for, short blades is speed, if I recall correctly. Yes. Actually, we're almost level 9. Ooh, we're not gonna get a decent bonus at all. That's a little unfortunate. Oh well. It's alright, we're not playing Oblivion. We don't need to do efficient leveling. We can just play the game as we see fit. We can just run along and adventure on our own. You know what? I was expecting to run across a lot more dungeons. You know, we came across 2, and I suppose it would be unrealistic if there were, you know, dungeons everywhere. I guess we want to head a little bit more north. Yeah. Maybe we'll take this path here and head a little bit more north. Why are we heading to Sadras Mora anyways? I just realized that. Wait a second. Give me a second. I've forgotten why we're even headed there. Okay, I couldn't find it in my journal, but if I'm remembering correctly, which I probably am not, but I think I was doing, if I'm remembering correctly, I was doing, oh wait, maybe that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. I was, you know, doing a Thieves Guild quest, I believe. Oh crap, I'm taking damage here. Oh crap, oh crap. Okay, I've contracted a disease. Hooray! I love contracting diseases. Alright, let's deal with this crap and get- holy crap, wow. See what I mean? Intense! If I hadn't abused the enchanting system, this would be a lot scarier. Wow, okay. What I'm going to need to do, I do want to create another, we'll say an enchanted healing item of some sort, one that will perhaps heal me over time, that I can sort of cast at the beginning of combat, that will gradually restore my health. What have we got here? Ash Chankri. Personality, 38 points. Holy crap, my personality is 2. Now, luckily I did, I actually, you know what? Because I'm lower on weight, I want to see if I have a cure common disease. If I don't, I have a spell for that. So let's go ahead and take a look. Do I have a potion of cure common disease? Give me a second. All right, so I don't have any potion that will help me do that. Do I have, actually I should have checked if I had a scroll that would do it, because I have a bunch of scrolls as well. Yeah, I do have one actually. Daiden's panacea? You know, I've never been able to say that word. I'll look that one up. You know what, that word there, I've seen that word so much in my life for some reason. You know, it's in a lot of games, but I've never been able to pronounce it because I've never heard it said out loud. A panacea. Panacea? I'll look it up. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and use that scroll and... No. Oh, it's a drain attribute. Wait. So I contracted something, but it's not considered a disease. Well, I just wasted that scroll. Well, that's great. Let's go ahead and quick save so that I can't take back my decision. So I need to restore personality. Huh. Alright, well, we'll have to do that when we get to town. That'll be great. I'm pretty sure I don't have restore personality anywhere on me, so... Alright, oh wait, I've got fortify personality. That's not exactly what we need, though. We need, Fortify is not the same as restore. Fortify will, you know, give me I'll say a temporary boost, but then it will wear off. So yeah, I guess that doesn't, it's not considered an actual disease because, I don't know. It says I contracted something and then all of a sudden I'm permanently, damaged. So I don't know. Maybe it was considered a blight disease? We'll see. Because I'm pretty sure if it's an actual disease, it'll say, you know, it'll say that it's classified as a disease. Alright, which way am I going? I think north? Yeah, I guess we'll head north. Let's run on this way. And, yeah, when we get to, sorry, as I was saying before, Sadrith Mora, I think the reason why we're heading there is that we were doing, was it Thieves Guild quests? And we had run out. And I believe that they said that, you know, we could go ahead and do some more Thieves Guild quests in, I think, Aldrun and Sadrith Mora. And because, we kind of screwed up with our, we'll say our questing in, our questing in Aldrun, then, we were gonna, you know, that's why we decided, hey, we'll go ahead, to Sadrith Mora. Sorry about that. Okay, so, let's go ahead and, keep heading there. So, yeah, I think that's what it was. If it, well, this trek is still taking me a little while to complete, so there's a good chance that I might, you know, I'll be able to go ahead and check before we actually make it there, because it's taking me a while to get there, and, come on, there we go. It's taking me a while to get there, and, you know, we're probably not going to be able to make it in, this video. We're still in the Maleg Amur region. I noticed there was there was a mine over there, and it looks like there's probably another sort of, dungeon or large structure over here that I could go ahead and, explore as well, but, yeah, we're trying to move things along. Oh, heck, you know what? I might pop my head in. I'm kind of curious. Let me see. It looks like a big dome. Oh, here we go. There's a door here. What is this? Mababi. Interesting. Let's poke our heads inside and see what's here, because, I am just about out of time, but, you know, I'm curious. Oh, hello. I don't know if you are friendly or not, so let's go ahead and, use, I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. Oh, right. My blur ring, which is right here. Alright, Mababi. And, you don't look evil?
What?
Oh, hello. Hi. Hey, get away from me! Don't you know you're sick? And you've got a blight disease. Ah, there we go, it's a blight disease. You're a danger to everyone. Go find an imperial cult altar or a temple shrine or a healer or apothecary and get cured. Okay. A little latest rumors? Nothing I would tell it to you. Get lost. Your trade? Nothing I would tell you. You know, that's one thing I also, miss that we get, or that it's sort of taken out in later games. I kind of like the disposition bar. I like, you know, not just having, you know, a personality check. Oh, you get to unique dialogue. You know, I actually like the idea that, you know, something like this can happen. I've got this, not only am I diseased, but now I'm talking like an idiot. So I don't just walk in, I'm not just like, hello, I'm like, and she's like, oh, get away from me, because I'm talking like some obnoxious person. I'm just like,
can't you see I wish to be left alone?
yeah, so he doesn't want to talk to me either. That's cool. That is cool. I can look in chests, and that's not considered stealing unless I actually take something. Right? Yeah, alright. Well, let's see if we got any real valuables. We got a lesser soul gem. I like lesser soul gems. I'll take a look around. Preferably, though, I'm going to try to steal from something that's a little bit further away from you. Just so that, you know, you don't spot me. So maybe I'll go behind this curtain. He won't be able to see me behind here. There we go. Oh, there's someone over there, though. Someone's whistling. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's cast the blur ring and also the, where's my thief ring? Or one of my thief rings. Wow, that's totally not what I want. That's cool. I'll sort of sneak over here. Ooh, lock level 5. Okay, this one's locked. So you know it's gotta have something cool in it, right? It's gotta have something cool in it. Because it's locked. So let's go ahead and switch over to our lockpick. And we will slay the lock. No one, okay. Oh, sweet, lockpick success, and we got some gold. Yay. Nothing else really worth grabbing. I'll put the lockpick away so that we're not, you know, just walking around with this lockpick and people are like, what are you doing with that lockpick? I'm like, nothing! Nothing at all! I'm just walking around, hunched over. I'm a hunchback. Wait, I can't even describe that. My personality is so terrible. I'm just like, would that be personality? Yeah, that would be personality. My personality is terrible right now. Ooh, a nice collection of books that I won't be able to carry because I've not enough carry weight. I could steal that 6 gold. I do like me some 6 gold. We'll take the 6 gold. I'm cool with that. What about here? Oh, a 2 gold. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna be living the high life now, or the whatever life, you know what I'm saying. A petty soul gem. I'll take another one of thems. What have we got here? The true nature of orcs. Ooh, do we have a second volume of whatever we want? The Pig Children. Wait, we also have that rare book we want, right? What was the name of that rare book we're searching for that quest? Wouldn't that be cool if we just happened upon it? Edwina Elbert asked me to find her copy of the Dwarven book Chronicles of Nicholeft, something like that. Mysticism. Vampires of Ardenfell, Volume 1. Children of the Sky, Origin of Aedra and Daedra. That one might be interesting to read. Might be a little bit more of what I wanted to read that one time. The Changed Ones on Oblivion. Nope. Oh, wait, there's another book over here. Reflections on Cult Worship. My sneak skill increased to 60, and I've leveled up. Okay. Blasphemous Revenants, and... Hey, I don't want to see you. I want to see what book you got. The Book of Dawn and Dusk. Alright, so it doesn't have the rare book that we're looking for, but you know what? There's some cool stuff here that I'm probably going to want to run away with, but I am out of time for today, so we're going to go ahead and end things here. If you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, though, let me know what you thought in the comment section, and if you disliked it, no, seriously, let me know what I could do better. I noticed some dislikes, and I'm like, but why? Is it me? What can I do better? So yeah, leave constructive comments in the comment section if you want to see improvements, because I'm open to hearing it. A lot of the improvements I've made on my channel have been because of viewer comments. So you know, I owe a lot to you guys to knowing what works and what doesn't, and I'm still figuring things out. And anyways, this intro has gone on, or this outro has gone on long enough. So. Well, whatever. Until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.